So now let's go into a position that we can do of taking this position and turning it into a choke instead of a pin. A lot of times when a guy gets here, he gets really content with staying here and he's defending his arms. He's really hard to break down. So a really good thing to do is start attacking the neck. It's going to also open up a lot of other variations for submissions. The first thing I want to do is I take my inside hand here and feed the collar down, making it tight along this side of his neck. So I push it down here, making sure it's nice and tight here. Next thing is my hand that was on the back side slides underneath and gets my thumb in right underneath the chin. So basically I'm just replacing one hand to the other hand. Next thing is I make sure that my elbow is tucked down behind the head. If my elbow comes up, his head pops out, losing everything. So I make sure my elbow is pointed down towards his spine. Other hand here is going to just make sure it's nice and tight. So as I'm doing this, I'm feeding it here just like a rope, making sure my hand's underneath his chin, thumb inside the lapel. My foot's going to stay right here next to the hip. My back leg is going to be pushed away from his back, high up between his shoulder blades. How we finish the choke from this position. Everything's nice and tight, elbows pointed down. My opposite side hand will let go of the lapel at this point, and I'm going to reach and grab his knee. Just grab some cloth right here at the knee. Now as I sit back, I'm going to rock my weight towards his hips and allow my left leg to come around his body. So I sit, pulling him back over the top of me, bringing my other leg here. At this point, I like to try to come over his shoulder, and if possible, I'll wrap both my feet. How I apply the pressure now is I push away with my hips and pull my hand down tight to get the submission. So again, started in this position, pull the lapel down tight, feed it to the back hand, nice and deep under the chin. Other side hand's going to grab the knee before you sit, because you're going to want to make sure that he can't spin out. Elbows nice and tucked, sit to my hip, allow my back leg to come over the shoulder, crossing my feet if I can, pushing him away, finishing the choke.